Welcome to the Tiffany Micah podcast. What we do here is build the strength and courage in you to accomplish your big dreams and goals in your sport. No longer will you feel limited. You won't feel you're not good enough. You won't question whether you will make it. Those doubts will disappear because you will have the competitive edge over your opponents and leave them in your wake. And the bonus is others will notice. Listen up and take notes because I will show you exactly how to do it. Hey there, Tiff here. Welcome to the Tiffany Micah podcast. Thank you for returning once again. Lovely to have you here. So in this title you see in Striving in Lockdown, I've titled it Grinding It Out. And when I say grinding it out, I'm not referring to grinding out lockdown or guiding you through the restrictions. What I am talking about here is you doing the work. Because all these Striving in Lockdown episodes are designed for you to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep moving forward. That's what we've got to do. We've got to keep moving forward. And this is the same in this episode today, in grinding it out. That's what we're going to be focused on. This is about you doing the work. Because the hardest part in anything that you do is going to be the work. Because we can draw rainbows, we can draw lollipops, we can skip around, with unicorns and flowers and plan out our goals and write out our goals and talk about our goals and blah, blah, blah. And you know that I'm a big fan of that. You know that I'm all about planning. You know that I'm all about setting goals. You know that you've got to do that every day to remind yourself where you're headed. That's the whole idea of why we do that. But you won't accomplish and you won't crush it and you won't achieve your goal if you don't do the work. And the reason that I'm a big fan of writing out your goals, planning what you do, evaluating what you do, checking in to ensure you are on the right path is because I remember when I was pursuing the goal to become a scratch golfer, so that's playing off zero handicap, I went and worked with a mindset guru. And what he told me was great, right? So I learned a lot from him, very, very good information. He taught me a lot. He taught me a lot around visualization, meditation, and so forth. But what frustrated me more than anything was that he said to me that all I had to do was write down my goal and I would achieve it. And I didn't have to do anything else. And that didn't make sense to me because he already knew that I worked hard. He already knew that I was grinding it out. But I found that incredibly frustrating because it didn't make sense. It's like, well, I've set goals before. Because here I was at the age of 34, 35 or whatever it was. I've set goals before, like, the goal of wanting to be professional tennis player, not only just the professional tennis player, it was number one tennis player in the world. I set goals before, but I never accomplished them. I gave up on me when I was 20. You've heard that story. I don't give up on me now, by the way, because you know that why I'm here to help you. But I was so frustrated by that. Because all he said was all you just needed to do was just write out the goal. And it didn't make sense to me. So I had this thing where I set this particular goal of what I wanted to accomplish in 6 months. And I thought, well, how can that goal happen? How does that goal actually work? And had I known how to write out my goals properly, had I known how to track and evaluate them each day, had I known how to identify what was missing in my work plan, had I known how to develop the skills, like the essential skills that I really needed in coping with pressure, in dealing with my emotions, in how to handle roadblocks, in how to work through them, had I known how to do all of that, I would have accomplished my goal much quicker. But I just fumbled my way through that. But in that goal that we set, in that time, there was no mention of actually how to get there. And the attitude was, well, that's just going to happen. That's like, putting your dream board in place. Oh, well, you put a dream board up and that's just going to happen. Because yes, we have to write our goals out. Yes, we have to visualize our future self. Yes, we don't have to do this, but we can put dream boards in place and have pictures everywhere of what we want to accomplish. Absolutely, because we want to have it in our face all the time. But we still have to do the work. We still have to do the work to get there. So when I say that you have to grind it out, what I'm actually referring to here is you have to be strategic when you grind it out. It's not just doing the work all the time and the same thing over and over again. It's the quality work that you do. It's the quality training that you do. It's the quality practice that you do versus the quantity. And me not becoming that tennis player that I ultimately wanted to become was about the quantity, because I already knew how to work hard, and you know how to work hard too because you're an athlete. That's what you train to do. You work hard. And I'd do that. I'd train my butt off. I did it in everything. Hours upon hours, up to 12 hours a day of training that I would do. But it wasn't the quantity of work. It was the quality of work that was the problem. And that problem was that I wasn't clear on what was essential for me to work on that would help me accomplish the big dream of becoming the ultimate tennis player that I wanted to become. Does that make sense to you? It's not the quantity. It's not the amount of hours pounding it out. It's going to be the quality. It's going to be the strategies that you put in place that's going to help you accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish. And you need to know how to track and measure that. Are you on the right path? Does it need modifying? Do you need to be setting out those goals of what you need to accomplish every single day? What have you accomplished at the end of the day? Go back and have a look. What's next? Again, I cover all of this in the Get Focused Academy. So if you haven't yet joined it, you'll have to come and join it because all of this stuff gets uncovered as we go. But this is what I want you to focus on here today. So when we talk about grinding it out, we're talking about the essential parts of your game that's going to be moving you forward, that's going to be moving you towards your big dream, your big sports dream, your ultimate sports dream. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to pick 6 areas in your sport that need work. Essential 6. So I want you to identify what the essential 6 are. It's most important to you, that's going to help you get closer to your ultimate sports dream. So here's some areas that you can be thinking about. What are some technical aspects that need attention? What are some physical aspects that need attention? What are the mental aspects that need attention? What are the nutritional aspects that need attention? I don't want you to pick 6 in each because you'll become overwhelmed. I just want you to pick 6 in total, whether it's technical, could be 1 or 2. Whether it's physical, could be 1 or 2. Could be mental, could be 1 or 2. Could be nutritional, could be 1 or 2. Pick out the most important ones. that really need the attention right now. Then number 2, what I want you to do is I want you to pick 3 areas that you're going to be working on every second day. Not every day, every second day. Just pick 3 areas out of those 6 that I want you to be working on every second day. Number 3, the other 3 areas, you're just going to work on the alternate days. So you might have a technical, physical, and mental thing that you do day 1. Day 2, you might have a physical, mental, nutritional thing that you do day 2. And then you go back and do the same thing that on day 3, you go back and do the same thing you did on day 1. On day 4, you'd go back and do the same thing you did on day 2. Because I don't want you to be thinking that it's grinding it out, doing the same thing over and over again, day in and day out, that will give you the results that you're looking for. It's not necessarily the case. Remember, I talked about quality versus quantity. So that's the quality of work, the quality of attention that you're actually giving to that specific aspect in that moment in time, that's going to give you better results versus you trying to just do it for hours and hours on end with no mental focus, with no intention of the result that you want to accomplish. It's the quality, not the hours. So don't forget that, okay? Number 4, what I want you to then do, once you've identified like what those specific 6 areas are there some drills that you need to do for each of them? Identify what they are. And then number 5, what I want you to do here is then I want you to give it a specific time that you're going to be working on those specific aspects that you've identified that need the most work. Could be 10 minutes, could be 15 minutes, could be half an hour, could be an hour, could be more. But what I want you to tune into here is it's the quality of focus that you're going to give each aspect. Remember, it's not about the amount of time, it's what you're going to do. Very quick example, I learn the guitar, I play the guitar, I can play some songs, all that sort of stuff. My transitional stuff from open chords to bar chords is a bit challenging, so I can play the chords, but it takes me a little while to make transitions into bar chords at times. I'm a bit slow doing that. So what I do 10 minutes each day is I focus on doing that. Just 10 minutes on specific songs that I'm learning. Because I know if I highly focus on a specific transition, I know that over time it's going to come together quite well. But it's highly focused time in 10 minutes. Not, I'll try and practice the guitar for an hour and get distracted and do other things. All right, this is the same with training. It's the mental approach. So what I want you to be making sure that you're doing here is that you are focused on the quality of what you're going to be doing in that time frame that you're going to be working on a specific aspect. Okay, so I'll just quickly share with you again what you've got to do. Number 1, pick the 6 areas in your sport that needs work. Number 2, pick 3 areas that you're going to be working on every second day. Number 3, the other 3 areas you're going to be working on them alternate days. Number 4, identify the drills that you need for each. And number 5, the time frame that you're going to work on each aspect. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Love it if you could share with me what you like best about what you heard. If you've got friends that you know that would benefit from these episodes, love it too if you could share these episodes with your friends, because we want to build the successful athlete community as big as we possibly can. I want you to dream big, believe in you, go after your dreams. Take care. Talk soon. Before you go, do you have a free copy of my book, Focus, How to Reach Potential in Sport, Business and Life? To get your free copy, go to tiffanymica.com/free book. Look forward to seeing you there. Dream big, believe in you, go after your dreams.